The thing I find interesting is these people are protesting ICE, and I can understand that. But the one thing when I was working, I worked on building the border wall down here in 2018, 2019, and into 2020. One of the many projects we worked on during that period of time. Um, if you think that these people that are coming in, these illegal immigrants are coming in here, they are the modern slave trade. They come in here and if you're a female, you're most likely to get raped on your way here. I have seen the result of this. I've talked to actual Mexican nationals and Southern South Americans that have come up, and these coyotes will rape them until they get to pay the ordering thing, and then they hand them off as human traffickers, and they're sold in modern day slave markets into the sex trades. And the idea that they're advocating to keep these people here that are sold into slavery when they come out and confess that they're anti-slavery and they want reparations for people and all this stuff, when they're promoting the very ideal or the people that are coming into slavery, is just appalling to me. You stand on your high horse and you tell me how these people are just victims and all this stuff. They're victims of both sides. And the reason we need to get these people to put a strong border up, and the reason we need to get this under control, is to stop slavery. We have young children that are coming up here through the southern border that's only 20 miles from my house that direction. And they're taking these young children and they're selling them into slavery. The cartels are putting them into slavery, and then they come up here and they work in modern day bathhouses and whorehouses, and they sell these young children and these young ladies into slaveries, and then they take them in and they work them in sweatshops. And yet they're going to sit there and tell me that we need to allow this to continue. We need to allow slavery to continue. And the appalling nature that they come up and they tell me how righteous they are to continue slavery, I just cannot
It's
understand.
emotionalism because they were told good guy, bad guy, good thing, bad thing.
Yep.
And the nuance is lost. And so they're going to back.
I
That's why there's no
I have
discussion to be
seen
had with these people at this point.
they're they are so brainwashed. I have seen with my own lying eyes, I guess you would say, I have gone out into the desert to set up a mobile concrete plant. And when we went out there to do site investigation on how we're going to get our trucks in there, set this concrete plant up, we have found dead women and children out in the desert because they were left there by their coyote with no water, no food, and they died, and they turned it into skeletons in the desert. That's the kind of people we're trying to stop. That border wall, when we first started building it, I thought of it as a political stunt. It's a humanitarian mission to make these people that want to come here. Now, I'm not saying they can't come here, but they need to come in through the gates so we can help them when they get here. If they're sneaking in, we can't help them. And it's just the idea that these people think they're so righteous when they're promoting the very thing that's killing people. It's just,
Yeah, it is. And people are doing their best, and we're doing to do better. But
I'm sorry to go off on that.
yeah,
I get emotional. I get upset
No,
because
that was a good
well, this
tangent
might,
because it's real. I've seen it too.
yeah.
I've seen the raped women. I've hugged them. Like I know it's real. It's real.
Have seen these border patrol agents stop trucks. I I've seen them stop a U-Haul truck over by Corzozo full of young women and children. And they didn't give them water or nothing. And it's 105 degrees outside, and like 3 people died in the back of that truck. And I got stuck there while the Border Patrol and the ambulances and everyone else is trying to get these poor women and children out of there before they pass out and die. And you're going to sit there, and my idea of we need to disincentivize this and allow you to come in through, it's just, I've seen so many young children.
Imagine you put those people um, going along on those raids, and they get to see and experience it. That would change their minds. Then they would flip to the other other extreme of, whatever that would be, because they are extremists, they are
And that
emotional,
happens.
and yeah, and yeah, it's a good way to flip it on its head, but you have to have those people willing to go and see how it's going on and how it's happening. The great thing is a lot of it is slowed down big time.